So a while back, I did a video about my top 5 reasons on why Superman sucks. And either you're watching this as an entirely new video, or you clicked on this as an attachment to the old video. And I rewatched it, and boy, a lot has changed. My editing has gotten better, my recording equipment has gotten a lot better, and I feel like overall, as a scriptwriter, I have severely improved. But I just want to do like a little update video to my thoughts on that, because there have been a lot of comments on it. It's one of my most watched videos, and I figured I might as well just tackle the issue that I've seen a lot of people discuss, which is either they hate the video or they agree with everything I say. And I'm actually leaning more towards I hate that old video, not gonna lie. Um, Now, I do believe some of the points that I've made are valid. I have since come out and published my own book, so I have an idea on character writing and the basis of making a character relatable to an audience. And with Superman, my opinions towards him have leaned more towards a much more lenient siding. I don't think he sucks. I just think now my opinion on the character is the basis of what he is alienates the attachment we can have for the character at least a little bit. Because how you do like this kind of character, no. Doing an overpowered character is tough. It is very, very tough. And there are many examples of someone doing the character and it fails in so many ways. Because the only thing about them that's interesting is the fact that they're really, really strong. And the idea of an overpowered character already is pretty alienating because we don't know what being overpowered is like. We don't know that. So that's why like the underdog story is so popular, because we relate to the character, and as we see them go through the ladder, we really enjoy that. So with Superman, the basis of the character already creates a disconnect from the audience to the character himself. But of course, there are many writers who do pretty good with this and make the character much more human. And I have looked into a lot more of the comics, and I see that pretty much like with any comic book character, there are many writers who would do a really great job with the character, and many writers who have no fucking idea what they're doing with this character. And I've seen plenty of both. Now, the thing that's different with my opinion of the character versus other characters where I agree, there are good and bad versions of that. Like, I really like Spider-Man, I really like Batman, I really like like all the Avengers and such. I like a lot of the Justice League. Superman, I enjoyed some of his stuff, but even some of the really good stuff, he was never really my favorite character. I felt like there were good things done with his characterization, and they definitely did a pretty good job of making him human, making a god feel very human, but it's just, I don't know. There was just something about him that didn't really fully connect with me. And it's one of those things that like you can admit to, but you can't fully explain. Like there's other characters that are very similar that I feel like I do connect with more. Like Thor, who's also a god and who's also very overpowered. I feel like the humanization of that character connects with me a little more, um, personally. And also the fact that Superman in the movies doesn't help, because he's only had 2 good movies out of like 8, I think. So it's not exactly helping. Um, it already creates this kind of like disconnect. And the thing about him is like some of the points I made in the video I still kind of agree with. Like Superman, pretty stupid name, but he's also one of the first superheroes ever, so I didn't really expect a fantastic name from an old style superhero. I mean, majority of superhero names are not all that creative and kind of lame. Um, and I do still have a problem with him being so strong, because I don't feel like there's enough variety with it. Um, like, not enough is done with it. Usually, he is like this really powerful character who either is going through the idea of, he rejects his powers and tries to live among us, or he acts as this symbol of hope. And in many ways, I kind of compare him to All Might from My Hero Academia. But where I think Superman doesn't work completely and where All Might does is the humanization of the character that makes the overpoweredness work. because All Might, even though he's excessively strong, is made to be much more vulnerable. And Kryptonite for Superman does kind of do that, but I feel like it's more of a plot device than anything else. Whereas with All Might, it's a part of his character. He's a very flawed person and he can't use his powers all the time. And his other form is incredibly weak. So it kind of creates this like, oh, I can connect with this character more because he's a bit more like me when he's in this state. So when he's really strong, you feel more of a connection towards him. I'm not saying all anime characters do this. There's plenty of overpowered anime characters that try to do this and fail excessively. And there are also many comic book characters and movie characters that do this and do it tremendously. I think Superman is more in the middle. He does it okay. Um, Originally, if you were to ask me when I made that video, I would have said he done it horribly. But as time has gone on and I've done a bit more research, I would say it's more okay. He's done it okay. There have been situations where it's been really good, and then some where it's really, really bad. But I just never really got super into the character. That's mainly my biggest problem. And yeah, it's just you need to get into the character in order to really like them, and that needs to happen early on. And that stigmatism I had early on does affect my opinion now. I can't like try to step around that idea that's been going around of Superman being bad has been around for a while, so it is hard to get around that. But my opinions have softened over time, and I just kind of want to make an update video talking about that, showing, yeah, I made a video in 2015, and I don't like it, and I'm making an update, because it's one of the more viewed videos on my channel, and I really wish people would check out the new stuff I've done, because I have a lot more, much better, much more fleshed out opinions that aren't just kind of bandwagon ideas. So if you are clicking on this old video and you do see this new video, I do have a lot more new stuff that I'm working on, and I actually run an anime podcast now. And overall, a lot of the stuff on my channel has gotten a lot better than it was in 2015. So that old video sucks, but I keep it up for entertainment purposes and just because I don't really feel like taking it down because I don't like that video, but it's a big part of the channel, and I can't really deny that. I have to accept the fact that that video that I don't like is one of my most viewed videos, and I'm a little upset about that. But whatever. Things happen. Whatever. If you guys want to see like more like updated thoughts on old videos I've done, I would totally do that because there's a lot of old videos that I've done that I try to redo over time, and this one I couldn't do because I don't really think there are top 5 reasons why Superman sucks. If I were to redo the video, it'd be top 5 reasons why he's okay. And I don't really think it's a video people really want to watch. An update video on a controversial video like that, I feel like it's something people would check out, but whatever. If you guys want to see more updated opinions, just let me know, and I will totally do that. And I will see you guys later. Peace.